Hello YouTube, Gwyn 1947 here. In the process of making my second video. The first one I had great response to. I want to thank everybody that left comments and that viewed the video. It really encouraged me to get out and do this again. My second one I decided was going to be on my Spot personal locator. I gave you a little brief view of it on my first video and decided that this is one worth doing. This is something I carry with me whether I'm at work, whether I'm out hiking or playing for the day. It doesn't matter what it is. I carry this with me everywhere I go. On any given day of the week, my job takes me to a lot of different areas. Today I've got 6 locations to visit and look at for work. The thing about this is nobody typically knows what my route or my schedule is. For example, today, driving between 2 locations, I saw this BLM parking area. It's a couple hundred feet off the road, a couple hundred yards actually. The beautiful little place, running water here, but for the most part it's mostly scabland. I carry my Spot locator because a lot of these areas don't have any cell service, and if anything was to happen, for example, today I'm going to sit here and eat a little bit of lunch, and then I might go for a little bit of a hike. I mean, you can see behind me here there's some pretty interesting rock formations, and in addition to that, there's a nice little valley runs down here. There's a set of corrals. This is open range area, a water tank, just some neat things to explore. So again, this is the reason I carry my Spot locator. I don't always have to be up hiking in the mountains someplace or out on the lake or anything like that. An awful lot of times this is the type of thing that makes it important that I've got this type of communications just in case something happens. The Spot locator is a lightweight portable device that is capable of sending a signal through satellites. It has 3 functions. This one that I've got is actually 2 or 3 years old. Cost back then was about $150. They're down to around $100 now, and it does require an annual subscription. The functions on the Spot locator are, first of all, the check OK function. This is something you set up on the internet through their site. I can put in any message I want. Typically it's used just to check in. It'll send both text messages and emails, and through the email it'll give you a link to Google Maps and show the exact location where you are. It's pretty handy. I use it primarily just to let my wife know that if I happen to be out hiking, hunting, camping, whatever, that everything's going fine. The second function on the left-hand side is a help function. Again, this is set up through the internet with a specific message. For example, if I was out hunting and I had a deer down and I wanted my son Trevor, or Gwyn 1975, to come out and help me get it in, I could program this in to send a message to his phone or his email account, and the message could read, got my deer, need help. It would again link him directly to Google Maps and show him my exact location. Not necessarily an emergency function, but one that would send a specific message. And the third one is 911, and it's just exactly what it is indicated on there. If you push that one, somebody's going to come looking for you. Never had to use it, hope I never do, but this is the reason I bought it. This function is good worldwide. It doesn't matter where I am. All I need is satellite reception, and it'll continue to transmit until a satellite actually does receive it and the signal goes through. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and push the check OK button, and then a little later on this evening when I get home, I'll pull this up on the internet and show you how that that particular function works. It'll give me a link and show my exact location. Just about dropped it there. As you can see now, both the on-off button are flashing and the check OK button is flashing. And it'll automatically send that signal now. Actually, my daughter, my son, and my wife will all receive the message that everything's fine. Just thought I'd shoot a little video here driving along this road. This is a perfect example, another example as to why I carry my spot locator. This actually is the shortest route for me to take between the 2 points that I need to be at. There's a good chance I can drive miles out here this time of year and never see another car. It's pretty desolate. If something did happen, if I had a breakdown, if I were to run off the road or get in some kind of an accident, that spot locator could very well save my life. Something else I wanted to add to this video, and it's some things that have happened this year that have really driven home, for me anyway, the importance of carrying this spot locator with me. On 2 occasions, once just recently and once earlier this spring, in the northwest area here, there's been couples, a man and wife, about my age that have been traveling. One of them was traveling, I believe, between Canada and Reno, Nevada. They got off the road onto a wrong track. Could be they were looking for just sightseeing. They had a little extra time. It's really difficult to tell exactly why they were where they were. They got stuck. Several days went by, I believe. The gentleman decided to try to hike out, and nobody's ever found him. Fortunately, after about 20 days, a couple of hunters on 4-wheelers found their van, found the woman still alive, and she was rescued. But it was really unfortunate that that even had to happen. The other one was something more recent, just within the last few weeks. A couple were out for a day drive. It's something my wife and I do occasionally, just go see some new country. Somehow got off on a Forest Service road, and their vehicle went off the road and rolled down an embankment. The really sad part about this is the sheriff's report that I saw said that it appeared that both of them had survived the crash and they were outside of the vehicle when they were found. They weren't found for about 10 days. I think in both of these occasions, had they had the spot locator with them, there's a very, very good chance that they all might have been rescued, you know, to live on and continue to enjoy their life in their later years. And this is something that's really important to me. All my life, I've gone out looking for a little bit of excitement here and there, and it's nothing spectacular. It's just fun. Maybe I'm a little bit of an adrenaline junkie, I don't know. But bottom line is, as we get a little older especially, we're not as capable of doing the things that we used to do, and very possibly not as capable of surviving in situations that we might have survived otherwise. So again, I can't stress enough how important this spot locator is to me to have with me wherever I go, whenever I go there. Well, folks, I'm back home now, and I showed you this afternoon how my spot locator was set up and how it worked. Now what I want to show you is the end result, the messages that are received by the people that are set up in advance on my spot locator account. Check OK account will send multiple messages to several different people, either in a text message format or an email. With the text message, you get a latitude and longitude. In the email, you actually get a link, and you can look at either a map with terrain, you can look at a street map, or you can look at the location on Google Earth. So I'll go ahead and pull that up on my email and show you what that's going to look like. Alright, as you can see, I've got my email opened here, and I have a message from no reply at findmespot.com. The subject matter is check-in OK, message from Spot 1, Spot Personal Tracker. When I have the message opened, it gives me the latitude and longitude and the date and the time that I was checked in, and then it's got two links on it. It also gives the message. The message I have set up right now is that it's just I'm just letting you know that Una and I are fine and we're checking in. The two links, one takes you to Spot's website, the other is actually Google Earth. They both give you similar maps, so I'll click on the Spot locator site, and you can see this is a terrain map. It shows right exactly where I am with the Spot message. You can zoom in on this, get fairly close. It gives you an idea of what the terrain looks like. You can see that I'm just off of a road here and alongside this Crab Creek. If you go to the satellite setting, gives you a lot clearer picture of where I am. You can see that this is all just channeled scablands across here with a creek running through. This is, to me, this is some of the most beautiful country we've got around here. I just really enjoy it with all of the sagebrush and lava rock. And then on top of that, you've got these pockets with running water, trees growing, again like you saw this afternoon. This is rangeland. There was some holding pens for cattle and a water tank there with running water into it. It's dead on. I drove down this road, I pulled in, turned around and backed up a little bit. You can see the fence line there. That's right exactly where my vehicle sat. So just an idea of how well this works. It's quite a system, and I highly recommend it to anybody that has any concerns at all about keeping tabs either on themselves through other family members, or if you've got other family members that you'd like to keep tabs on. It's an excellent, excellent little unit. Very reliable.